I'm Weir and this is 69% Pink. This video recounts my hanfu photoshoot experience that I had in Beijing, which is why I am currently dressing up my pookie asshole to match me, because the outfit I'm getting later on is like fur lined because it's winter and I took this video in like the first week of January. So yeah, now we're on our way to the studio. It's my first time doing this kind of like outdoor photo shoot, so it was really exciting for me, let alone doing it overseas, like gosh. So I got this photo shoot done with a studio that I found on Xiaohongshu after I searched hanfu 拍摄, and it was the best deal I found. It was like 499 renminbi, which is about like 120 Singapore dollars-ish for a costume rental, hair and makeup, and a photographer who will take around 30 photos and 6 edited pictures. And you get to take home all 30 pics or any extras that they take as well, which I found such a good deal. And if you want all of them edited, it's an extra 200 renminbi, which is around 40 Singapore dollars. Also, you're allowed to like hang around in the outfit outside after the shoot until the rental is over, because it's due at like 6 p.m. So if you go in the morning, it's like super worth it. So during the makeup session, they asked me for like a reference of what makeup I want to do, and then they just try and replicate it. And same went for my hair. At least they try their best to work or like do something similar to my reference picture. And low-key, while they were doing my makeup, I was like analyzing so carefully every little thing they were doing, because I really look up to Chinese makeup artists, and I was like, this is a learning opportunity. You have to talk to them in Chinese though, obviously, and though I wonder if you can like machine translate it during the booking. I don't know how it'll be like when you're getting your makeup and hair done and stuff. Though, to be real honest with you, I didn't understand half of what they were saying also, because I'm not really that good with mainline Chinese accents. They're just very thick, and my listening ability is not as strong as my reading ability. And also shout out to my parents for helping me film like almost all of the footage in this. Like, yeah, you'll see like random cameos of my mom and my dad and hear them here and there. On our way to the place to meet the photographer now, so I'm like in the DD. The photo shoot went really well. I feel the photographer was really patient with me, and they were very helpful with like directing. They give you like advice on how you should pose to make the hanfu look better and stuff. So we went to Daguanyuan, and I had to pay the fare to go in. I think it was like 40 renminbi, which is not a lot. It's like, I think one of those old palaces kind of areas. Like everything was just really pretty and had that Chinese inner court in a palace sort of feeling. And so I really loved how like the whole atmosphere turned out. I remember that while my pics were being taken also, this like old man just started trailing behind us and taking pics of me, and my mom had to go and shoo him away. Like some of the people who were there just take pictures of you so openly. I was really like, oh, okay. It was like negative 15 degrees when I took these photos, because this was like the beginning of January. That shit was cold as shit, and honestly I got sick with a fever like 2 days after it. Like I had to delay some of my plans because I was just so unwell. But I don't know, the pics were worth it. I think it was cute. I finished taking photos with the person already, so now we are on our own, and I have this until like for the next 5 hours until I go back and return it. So yahoo! This is my skin, but I'm not that cold because this is like fur lined. You can't jajang. So I'm nice and warm. So now I'm just taking like a bunch of pics with Asmo and shit, because of course I am gonna. We're matching. Hello. Daguanyuan was really pretty though, and we saw a lot of ducks. Like, there's a whole bunch of ducks. We also saw like a bunch of swans and they were so pretty. Even though it was like minus 15 degrees, like not all the water was frozen, which is kind of cool. Yeah, a kid was throwing food to the ducks and look at the way it's shivering after eating it. Like, it took me out. It was a really very scenic place. I would recommend it for people who are going to Beijing. Though, to be fair, I didn't go to the Forbidden Palace, but from what my parents told me, Daguanyuan and the Forbidden Palace look pretty similar, and I didn't go into the Forbidden Palace only because it was super crowded. So I guess if it's really crowded but you still want that sort of like atmosphere, you can go to Daguanyuan instead. Like there was like zero queue when I went in. Look at the ducks. I don't want to take video there, but like it's pretty.
Somebody's there.
Yeah. After everything was done, we went back to the street where the studio was, and we ended up finding some lunch there. And it was really funny because like I was just with my parents, so I dressed normally, and I'm just like in this hanfu walking down this crowded street. Of course, all good things have to come to an end, so I had to get it removed, and I was so sad. So they're just taking out like all of the hair accessories and stuff. It was like a good like 15 minutes of them just like taking out all the bobby pins. Their hairspray was really hairspraying. And these are how the pictures turned out. So these are like the already edited versions, but the pictures were really cute and it's just like a fun experience, I feel, and it's not terribly expensive. So yeah, I would recommend it if you're going. And I hope this was somewhat informative and a fun watch. And if you have any questions as well, feel free to leave them down in the comment box below. Thank you so much and see y'all next time. Bye!